Can you bring us to speed in terms of those who are not South African, who are our listeners on Channel Africa, why this commission was established, how far we've come until we get to this point, and we'll get the latest?
Oh, definitely. So this commission was established by President Cyril Ramaphosa following that explosive media briefing that was held by Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi in July. So what essentially it is investigating rather, is political interference in law enforcement agencies, as well as the criminal syndicate networks that had infiltrated, these law enforcement agencies. And up to so far, I mean, we've seen testimony from Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi himself, who's made these allegations, as well as the National Police Commissioner, Fani Masemola, as well as other, specialists in the field of the police services and the National Director of Priority. And right now, we actually this week got into in witness testimony from witnesses who have worked very closely in this case, and they've been investigating one particular murder of Armand Swart, which has managed to crack even other murders, that have transpired. So this is where we are hearing the witness testimony of witness B.
So take us through that then. Yesterday, we heard in the Madlanga Commission, South Africans heard a testimony from Witness B, a detective from the Gauteng Organized Crime Unit.
Yes, definitely. I mean, it's a woman. We can only hear her voice. She is testifying remotely because of safety reasons and the nature of the sensitive cases that they are handling. But I mean, Witness B is one lady who was also responsible for cracking this Armand Swart case, which would essentially lead police to arresting even more suspects linked to other cases. And essentially, what she was saying, this Armand Swart, who was gunned down in April 2024, was a case of mistaken identity, in a sense that these assassins are namely Katiso Katie Molefe, who's believed to have ordered the hit, as well as other three accomplices, which include a veteran police officer and two other men, had planned this crime quite extensively and ultimately gunning down the wrong person. So Armand Swart was an employee who worked for QTech, where Katiso Molefe, who I mean we all know has been in the media quite extensively in South Africa, has been linked to other various cases and is believed to be the mastermind. They had ordered this hit because they believe that Armand Swart was standing in the way of getting a very crucial Transnet tender. But unfortunately, it was not Armand Swart who had, blown or sent the alarm bells about their contracts, and essentially they gunned down the wrong person. So she testified extensively about that, saying that Armand Swart's case was a case of mistaken identity, and this assassination was not intended for him to begin with.
So also we heard testimony previously relating to the South African Police Services Organized Crime Unit, Major General Richard Shibiri. Can you tell us more?
So Richard Shibiri essentially is like the big boss of Witness A and Witness B, and he has tried to interfere in this case extensively. When Witness A and Witness B cracked case, he was seen as sort of intimidating them and sort of scaring them, saying that this person, Katiso Molefe, as well as this warrant officer, Bulletau, were very dangerous people who were in fact also associated with other very dangerous people. So you could see that he was trying to intimidate them and also interfere in their line of work. And I mean, at one point, they were invited to a party on this hotel, which Witness A called a house, a White House on the hills, which is in North Cliff. And Witness A just felt like the invitation there was a way for these police generals or the senior police officers were trying to entice Witness A and Witness B to sort of gauge if they were up for sale, in a sense that they would interfere in these investigating processes against Katiso Molefe, warrant officer, Puletau, and two other accomplices. So, I mean, his name has popped up, and even Witness B saying yesterday that, when they were approached and sort of enticed with money, she found it very, very unusual, and she was uncomfortable because this essentially was coming from a senior police officer who was essentially her boss, and it showed to her that he was trying to interfere in the matter.
Sibahle, thank you so much for the update. We'll leave it there for now and have a great day.
Thank you.